Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 15 in season number 5 of the NOFSRL Turkey Hill Truck Series. From the Talladega Super Speedway, this the ScufGaming 250. 19 laps of action around this 2 2/3 mile speedway in Talladega, Alabama. Roll Tide, by the way. We're in the college football playoff again. I'm hoping we beat Oklahoma, even though my dad's an Oklahoma fan. But no, we're not focusing about that. We're focusing about this championship in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. Got 5 drivers who have a shot, but 2 drivers who we're really going to focus on who really have a shot, and those 2 drivers being Andrew Ross and John Arndt. Now, John Arndt won this race at Talladega last year. He's 20 points behind Andrew Ross, but it's Talladega, and anything is possible. And what we saw in the ARCA race, you never know when one of those guys get involved in an accident. We saw Jonathan Wong, one of those guys in championship contention for the ARCA series, get involved in a wreck. We might see it to Andrew Ross. We might see it to John Arndt. There's such a big variable, and I'm alongside Trey Wright for this race. How do you manage it? Your guy like Andrew Ross, you have a 20-point lead. You can be conservative in this race, but even being conservative here at Talladega could lead you into an accident. So what's the strategy for Andrew Ross, and what's the strategy for John Arndt coming into this thing here at Talladega?
In my opinion, I just say play it conservative, to be honest. I just stay towards the back of the field, try not to get caught up in anything. Definitely don't try and get caught up in anything in a situation like this. And especially in today's conditions, it's an overcast day, weather is in the 60s, these trucks are going to be all over the place. It's going to be an interesting one.
It definitely will be, and for all those other guys like Dale Salzman, Cameron Garlington, Audra Baranowskis, a win would mean a lot heading into the final 2 races of the season. So I think those 3 guys are going to be aggressive heading into this one. Andrew Ross is still the points leader, like I said. 381 points towards the championship. John Arndt is only 20 points behind, and Dale Salzman 53 points behind. Cameron Garlington 66 points behind, and Audra Baranowska 71 points behind coming into this race. So this is definitely the most spread out the points have ever been in the Truck Series, but it's still far from over. And one race, John Arndt could be the points leader, and that one race could be today. We could be seeing John Arndt holding on to the points lead at Phoenix. We just don't know, but we will know at the end of 19 laps here from Talladega. Mark Davidson in the number 89 starts on the pole position. Alongside him, it is the number 3 machine of Eric Monaco. But this guy is looking for a win here this season, and they got a shot starting in the front row here at Talladega. Matt Dalio looking for his first win since 2017 at Rockingham in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. It has been a very long time for Dalio, and well over a year. Today might be the day. He's alongside our points leader Andrew Ross in the number 21. Trying to hold on to the points lead all the way up until Christmas Day at Homestead, and he starts 4th here, trying to keep ahead of that 05 of John Arndt. Ashlyn Boyd alongside Garrison Orr. Garrison Orr still on that losing streak as well, just like Matt Daly. It's been well over a year for him. Today might be the day for the number 16. Johnny Gardner alongside the guy who's won the past 2 races here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. Got the win at Darlington, got the win at Vegas. It's Noah Clifton, 6th in the point standings coming into this race, only 77 behind. Probably good to mention that as well. He's had a shot at the championship. Cameron Garlington alongside Mitchell Collins to round out the top 10 starting positions. John Arndt midway through the field. But like I said, here at Talladega, doesn't really matter where you start. It's 19 laps, plenty of time for these guys to move their way from the back to the front. And John Arndt might be able to find a way around Andrew Ross in this race to catch up on him and gain some more points. And like I said, John Arndt's the defending winner of this race. He knows how to get it done at Talladega. That 05 Zaxby's machine might be in victory lane at the end of the day. But Andrew Ross might also be in the victory lane at the end of the day because he won Armory Digital the last Super Speedway of the season. So, I don't know. You just can't predict Talladega. And where you start doesn't really matter that much. So we're just going to have to watch these guys play it out in this 19-lap event. The ScufGaming 250. Mark Davidson and Eric Monaco on the front row. And 34 other drivers behind them, looking to strike and grab the victory here on a cloudy day in Talladega, Alabama. Only 3 races left in the season. Talladega, Phoenix, and Homestead. And all these guys want to get a win before the year closes out. Mark Davidson and Eric Monaco, two of those drivers. On the front row, they're coming to the green flag, and we are racing at Talladega in the ScufGaming 250.
Already have a car going down pit road.
Matthew Brown in the 65 with an issue. That's a tough break for him. And he did get to start the race, but an issue at the beginning for him, and he's not going to be in contention for the victory here today. Tough break for Matthew Brown. It's been a really tough season for Emily Anderson's teammate. I mentioned Emily Anderson because she's on this inside lane on the inside there with Roger Ray, Sebastian Cuculon, and Johnny Gardner going to the point to the inside of Mark Davidson.
Mark Davidson going to the... Wait, that's not Mark Davidson. No, Mark...
Yeah, it is Mark Davidson in number 89 on the outside there. He's falling back now as Johnny Gardner takes it away, and 4 wide, and Andrew Ross is in the middle of it. Oh boy, that was close right there. They kept it alive, and they keep on going. And heart skip right there for Andrew Ross as he was in the middle of that situation. John Arndt's behind him still, so that's good news for Andrew Ross. He still holds the points lead at the moment. Johnny Gardner with a bonus point. Roger Ray to the inside, looking to take it away. Roger Ray still has a shot at the championship as well. He's already won twice this season. Actually, no, wait, he's won 3 times. Excuse me, he's won 3 times this season. And he's less than 100 points behind Andrew Ross. And while that may seem like quite a bit, with how few guys are ahead of him in the point standings, he still has a chance. And gonna lose the lead right there, but watch out for Roger Ray later on in this thing. Tristan Allen, the Texas winner, to the inside of Emily Anderson, and a full head of steam right there with Diego Yepes and Joe Jefferson on the inside.
As you can see how many positions that Roger Ray lost is where they're going to go 4 wide again going through the tri-oval.
Back in there, they keep it together. And we remain 3 wide. May look like 4 wide at times, but they're definitely doing a much better job than they did in the ARCA race yesterday. By this time, we had already wrecked. But thankfully, we're still green. Joe Jefferson to the point. Kentucky winner Daniel McMillan, Eli Bright, and Michael Canto on the inside. We really haven't seen much of Canto late. But Canto's up here. Great to see him in the North State Racing 67. And we're going to have ourselves a bit of an issue here because Matthew Brown's back on the racetrack. And he is not with the draft, so he's going to split this pack up most likely. Maybe not. He might just join the draft, but either way, this could be an issue for the leaders. Right about now, Joe Jefferson will hold on. They're going to try to get around the 65. Michael Canto to the inside on the apron. He could not get around the 65, and Joe Jefferson will clear Matthew Brown and lead lap 4.
He's not going to be out. He's not going to be in the lead for long. As soon as they get past Matthew Brown, the draft is going to pick right back up and engulf Joe Jefferson back into that field.
All they needed to do was catch Matthew Brown because he doesn't have a problem on his race truck that's slowing him down. So he's going to be able to go just as fast as everybody else, even though he is a lap down. And Joe Jefferson, like you said, had that huge lead. Well, he's going to lose it right there to Michael Canto. In the 67, Eric Monaco, Joe Rutkowski, the Texas World winner, and Cameron Garlington still in this championship fight on this inside lane, inside the top 5 right now for GMS Racing. He is the teammate to Andrew Ross. And Andrew Ross right now is behind John Arndt, which means he would lose points towards the championship on the 05. He's in the middle, not going anywhere in the championship leading machine. John Arndt's in an inside lane, and you can see the difference the inside lane has on the middle lane and the outside lane right there. It goes so much faster through the corner, and that is the huge difference here at Talladega. That outside lane is just trash, and you do not want to get stuck up there. And if you do, you're not going to have a good time here at Talladega. You're going to have a hard time getting to the lead. But either way, Rutkowski on the inside, Zachary DeLello, Zachary Fitzwater on the inside lane. Matt Tuck's there as well. It just keeps on changing. We've had a different leader every single lap so far. And here's the thing. If we have a different leader every single lap, everybody's going to get 2 points. Because everyone's going to be the leader with the most laps led. 1 lap. So that's a possibility here. Now, let's hope that doesn't happen. We hopefully get somebody who does lead multiple laps here. But that would play in the championship if we had 19 guys lead a lap. And all of them get 2 points because, well, we didn't have one clear guy who led the most laps. We had 19 of them. Got some more action here, but they remain 3 wide, so pretty calm here. And John Arndt moving his way through the field. He's up to second now as he gets around Joe Rutkowski.
John Arndt, he's a man on a mission. He's trying to catch that 21 truck in the points. And John Arndt will go to the lead, and he will lead a lap as the 01 truck of
Joe Rutkowski falling back. 4 wide, back to 3 wide. A lot better driving these guys are putting on than the ARCA guys. They wrecked twice in the ARCA race, and so far we've only been 4 wide, maybe twice in this one, so a lot calmer than the ARCA race was yesterday. But either way, John Arndt lost the lead. However, he does have that bonus point. That means a lot towards the championship. He's got to be careful not to get caught up in an accident. Noah Clift into the lead. He's going for 3 in a row here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. He's won the past 2 races. He's gotten around John Arndt, Mitchell Collins, and Jackson Bell. But Audra Baranowskis might get a lap led here in the 04, and she will to the inside of Clifton for lap number 8.
And this is a real possibility that everyone leads a lap because they cycle race at these super speedway races. A truck goes to the front, gets trapped on the outside, new truck takes its place, that truck gets trapped to the outside. Pretty much cycles through every single lap.
Of course, if we end up with a caution, that will change the entire view of that. I can't even think of the word, I'm sorry. But,
Perspective?
Perspective. You know what? I was close. Ashlyn Boyd's taking the lead here. Getting to the inside of Audra Baranowskis. Ooh, Daniel McMillan. Close there, but they're 3 wide throughout the entire field and no 4 wide. And 4 wide's really the only thing you have to worry about here at Talladega. But Audra Baranowski's going to lead that lap, so that throws that out of the window. She got 2 in a row right there. And with that, if this thing goes green, she might get the most laps led here at Talladega. Mark Davidson, our pole sitter, has cycled back to the lead halfway through the ScufGaming 250.
Yep, that's pretty incredible by Audra Baranowskis. Not only leading just 2 laps, but 2 laps in a row, as that's a little close for comfort for her in the 16 truck of Garrett Sonor. So
they still remain 3 wide throughout the entire field. We've only had 4 wide a couple times, but it looks like we might get it here. Nope, they keep it together, and Mark Davidson back to the lead. I believe that's his 2nd lap led of the event. Matt Dalio to the inside. And Matthew Brown, remember, is a lap down right here. So what he's hoping for is to get around Matt Dalio and for them to wreck behind him for him to get his lap back. And he is only 1 lap down. So we'll have to see if that happens. Doesn't look like it will. Johnny Gardner, Jaden Scott on the inside, Sebastian Cucalon, and Diego Yepez. Michael Canto, Eric Monaco all on the inside, but if this thing stays green, I don't think any of those guys are going to get the win because it's going to cycle through so much that the guy's going to probably win the race, probably in the back of the field right now. And that guy is John Arndt in the 05, so watch out for him as this race goes along. Andrew Ross is miles ahead of the 05 right now, but that 05 gets to the inside. The tides could turn just like that here at Talladega. No pun intended. Roll Tide. Cucalon to the inside. He's leading the field. Diego Yepez, Michael Canto on the inside.
Go Scarlet Knights, by the way, as we can see the 8 truck of Diego Yepez, one of the drivers for American Motorsports last year, go to the lead on the inside.
And Yepez takes it away from Sebastian Cucalon. Now Sebastian Cucalon's going to be driving for Titan Fury Motorsports over in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series next season. It'll be his rookie season, even though he has made a couple of starts in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. And I'll watch out for him in the Daytona 500, and here's why. He won the opener in the Turkey Hill Series this year at Daytona. He won the opener in the Turkey Hill Truck Series at Daytona. He might win the opener at Daytona in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, which is the Daytona 500. We'll have to watch for him in Speed Weeks 2019, February, right here on Napa Fan. Lap 13 of 19. Tristan Allen to the lead. Cameron Garlington, the 13 machine of Ryan Dorani, who started dead last in this event, is now inside the top 5. Emily Anderson, Matt Tuck, Zachary Fitzwater on the inside now. And just like that, John Arndt got to the inside. And guess who's right behind him? Andrew Ross in the 21. They can't get away from each other here at Talladega. And that is not at all what John Arndt wants to see, because if John Arndt gets to the lead, Andrew Ross will probably get to the inside of him and pass him. And the way it's looking right now, there's going to be enough time for John Arndt to get to the lead and lose it. Matt Tuck led a lap right there in the 51. Here comes Fitzy, and here comes Joe Rutkowski on the inside lane.
This is great racing right here. It's great when there's not just like a wreck fest at Talladega, and it's not a complete crapshoot. Just to see all this great racing, 2 and 3 wide, passes left and right. This is truly an art form.
It definitely is, and give these guys a high five if you see them, because they have been doing an excellent job avoiding 4 wide in this race the entire time. 36 trucks in the pack, and we've only had 4 wide maybe once, and it did not result in an accident. Oh, but back in here, no. It looks like they go 4 wide, and they figure it out the 3 wide, and the way it's looking like this thing's going to go caution-free. It's possible, but the thing is, we're in that window. If we get a caution, the race will be over. So these guys are hoping that does not happen. Matt Tuck out front. Joe Jefferson, Daniel McMillan, and John Arndt. And John Arndt's getting up here way too quickly. He's going to need an accident if he's going to get around these guys and get the victory. But he just put Andrew Ross in the middle, so that's going to majorly help the 05 right now. Will it be enough time for John Arndt to close in a little bit on Andrew Ross in the points? Ross is going to fall back a little bit. And Matt Tuck remains out front in the 51. John Arndt to the inside. He cannot block Jackson Bell. And Jackson Bell to the inside of those guys. John Arndt's now in the middle, but he's still ahead of Andrew Ross. Bell will lead it with 4 laps to go in the ScufGaming 250.
This is definitely going to be an interesting finish, not just for the actual race, but for the championship. To see if how many positions John Arndt comes ahead of Andrew Ross, if he is ahead of Andrew Ross. He's stuck on the outside lane, so I'm not sure.
John Arndt's got to hug that middle line. It's tough to do so, but as long as he can stay in the same line as Andrew Ross, he'll gain a few points. And if it's only 15 with 2 races left to go, that is easily doable for John Arndt to surpass Andrew Ross in the championship. Jackson Bell in the 63. Griffin Lynn, the team owner, said that Jackson Bell's going to win a race soon. It might be today, but he's going to get passed right here. Eli Bright, no, excuse me. Dale Salzman and John Arndt to the outside. He got stuck up there. We got 4 wide. Oh boy, they figure it out back in there. Jackson Bell falling back now. John Arndt getting passed by Andrew Ross. That is huge for the championship as Dale Salzman holds on to the lead. Igor Barreto, Audra Baranowskis, both Baranowskis and Salzman in championship contention still, trying to gain some amount of points on the 21.
The 21 has passed the 05. The 05 is sinking like a stone.
Here we go. 4 wide. This might be it. It looks like Mark Davidson's gonna let Garrett Zenor in. Huge props to Mark Davidson on that one. And Igor Barreto leading the field in the 12, 3 wide. Mitchell Collins to the inside. We want a green flag finish, and I hope we get one. 2 laps to go at Talladega. Blown engine. I believe that's Matthew Brown. That's gonna split the pack up just a little bit. That might save John Arndt a little bit of points right there. He might be able to get back to the inside and find a way around Andrew Ross before the race is over. But it split the pack up. All those guys in that second pack, they're not going to have a chance. Nicholas Samadio to the lead. He's going to clear Garrett Zenor, coming to the white flag at Talladega.
Yeah, Matthew Brown, that didn't really have that big of an effect. But if they do wreck in the middle of the pack, actually, no, never mind. That will still put them in the back as they're coming to the white flag.
Nicholas Samadio leading the field with 1 lap to go. Alexander Rowe in the 83. Ashlyn Boyd, white flag at Talladega. Andrew Ross still ahead of John Arndt. That's exactly what Ross needs for this championship battle. He won't gain enough to clinch it, but we'll have to see. John Arndt, he needs to get to the inside right here if he's going to have a shot at getting around the 21. But to the lead, Ashland Boyd looking to the inside. Ryan Narani to the inside. 3 wide. They're 4 wide behind those guys. They might wreck on this final lap. But Ryan Narani taking it away from the 18. They're still 4 wide. They might wreck behind them. They won't.
It's close.
Gatlin Downey to the inside. The 55 and the 13. And Gatlin Downey, out of nowhere, wins the ScufGaming 250 at Talladega. And they keep it together. Not that it would have mattered, but a caution-free race. Everybody keeps it alive except for Matthew Brown, who had a blown engine. Andrew Ross finishing 6 positions ahead of John Arndt. It'll be 26 points heading into Phoenix on Saturday. Gatlin Downey wins the lottery at Talladega. Gets it done in the Turkey Hill Truck Series for AG Autosport. Oh my.
That was a nail-biter at the end, that's for sure.
It definitely was, but how refreshing is it to see a caution-free race at Talladega? That does not happen often at all. And it happened here today. Gatlin Downey the winner. And the championship battle really doesn't change that much. Andrew Ross gains a little bit, but not that much on John Arndt. It'll be 26 points heading into Phoenix, and that's still 1 whole race. John Arndt wins Phoenix. Andrew Ross finishes last there. John Arndt has the lead heading into Homestead. You just don't know what it's going to be. But Gatlin Downey. Who knew? It would have been Downey with the win here today at Talladega. I thought Ryan Narani was going to get it after starting last in this race. It didn't quite happen for him. Sebastian Cucurlon, with his 6th top 5 of the season. As of late, all he's been getting has been top 5s. He won the first race of the season. Then he was last in the points midway through. But since then, he has gotten, I don't know, maybe 4 consecutive top 5s at this point. Quite a few for Sebastian Cucurlon. Very great run for him, the number 24. Ashland Boyd, 4th. Joe Jefferson, 5th. Jackson Bell, Matt Tuck, Jaden Scott, Tristan Allen, Alexander Rowe, the top 10. And I think Alexander Rowe led at the white flag. He just could not hold on to the lead here at Talladega. But we didn't have 19 different leaders, so we won't have that issue where everybody gets 2 bonus points. But you're going to see right there. Andrew Ross, John Arndt, only 6 positions difference, so not too much loss for John Arndt. I know he wished he finished ahead of Andrew Ross there, but he didn't lose too much, so it's still very doable for John Arndt heading into Phoenix with only 2 races left. Phoenix on Saturday, and Homestead on Christmas Day right here on Apt Fan, that being Tuesday. Who do you think is going to get it now? Andrew Ross is able to find a way ahead of John Arndt. You think John Arndt has any shot at all at winning this championship?
I'd say he still has a pretty good shot, but there's still a lot of racing to go.
And there is Phoenix and Homestead, 2 completely different places. And who knows? Homestead is a crazy wild place, and I don't know. I just don't know. That's why we're going to race these next 2 races, see what happens. It's going to be a nail-biter, and I don't think I've announced this yet, but the winner of the championship will get a reserve for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series season number 5. Season number 8. Thank you. The reason being is because this is going to most likely be the last season of the Turkey Hill Truck Series, so we want to make sure that guy that wins the championship does get a reward for it. And hey, it's a pretty big reward, especially if Andrew Ross gets it. Now, John Arndt's already in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, so there's nothing really to win for him except a championship. But Andrew Ross, you know, this is a guy who I'd love to see in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series after the success he's had this season. It'd be neat to see him get this championship and possibly have a career over there in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. But either way, congratulations to Gatlin Downey on the victory. Here are the point standings with only 2 races left in the season of the Turkey Hill Truck Series. Phoenix and Homestead, Saturday, Tuesday. And it's probably going to either be Andrew Ross or John Arndt with the Champions Trophy on Christmas Day. Nice Christmas present for somebody. We'll have to see who it's going to be from Homestead. But either way, congratulations to Gatlin Downey. On behalf of Trey Wright, thank you very much for joining me. We'll see you guys Saturday morning for the Circle K 150. I can't even get my series straight. The Castrol races, Chick-fil-A Cup Series, but the Circle K 150 right here on Napa Fan. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.
Cause we're dancing on the moon, dancing on the moon. Party cause we're dancing on the moon, dancing on the moon.